Good morning. Today I'm with my colleagues, safety expert Henry, and then my application engineer, Greg.
Nice to meet you. Hi, please sit.
Right, so yesterday I received an email from you regarding the applications, and you asked us to provide you some quotations on the electrical drive.
Feasibility check.
Yeah. So electrical drive. Yeah. So before we go further, right, maybe you can share more about what is this application about, because my application engineer is here. We want to know more insights about your applications to know if what you have selected could be whether is it suitable for your application or not.
Sorry, I don't know, understand what you mean.
Could you share
explain the machine?
The application?
The application.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a lens optimization machine where we cut the lens with a laser, and that laser is guided by, first of all, it comes with a transport belt. It moves then under the handling unit. There with the laser we measure first the dimensions of the cut piece, because it's already roughly processed before. So when it comes to then we need to further optimize the size of the lens. It's for an electronics machine with a big vision system, and that lens is amplifying actually the UV light that we get through that machine in order to do some screening print on the PCB. And within that PCB we do that in multiple layers. So the first layer is like the most easiest one, but if it comes one layer higher it gets more complex and the accuracy needs to be higher. Extremely difficult is temperature change, because if it's like 2-3 degree temperature change will result into an inaccuracy of our lens positioning, because of course different materials that have different expansion rates on different temperatures, and with this one it's extremely important. And this gantry then does the laser thing with then that grinding process of that UV light, and then it moves to the next station.
Okay. So from your inquiry, I also see that you kind of already selected some of the Festo products.
Yeah.
But I want to check with you if you have a sizing report. Have you sized this up, or how did you choose the Festo products that's stated in your email?
And so you have these great tools online,
okay.
which I used in order to get to this result according to our specification, and actually that worked out pretty well, which I'm very happy about. It's actually one of the only reasons I'm considering Festo to be a supplier for this one.
Yeah. So.
Paul, I'm from application engineering, right? Actually, one of my tasks, right, is to also help customer to verify the feasibility of their system, which makes it important that if I can, I'm not sure who sized the system.
I did myself.
Or did?
Yeah.
Perhaps you can share with me your sizing report, and I can just do a feasibility check for you, right, to ensure that this system works up to what you expected to be.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we checked. That's the reason I asked you to do a visibility check.
Yep.
I can give you the result. Here it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And you were looking at the positioning of 0 to 360 in 2 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And, this is only referring to this axis, the horizontal axis.
Yeah, that's correct.
How about the rest? When you size, have you considered some load capacity of the rest and or the rigidity of the system, things like so?
Yeah, sure. I mean, as I told you, the temperature is extremely important.
Yeah.
So one of the things I would be interested in definitely is your bending performance with regards to temperature change. You will see in my calculation that I made with your tool the whole cycle of the thing. So yeah.
Okay, sure then. I will take that information and run it one time myself, and I get back to you whether if there's anything worth your time to have a look again. But I will study about that. But with that, it reaches one more point, right? Is that because when we offer our gantry, we offer it as a full set, actuator, motor to drives. And about the drive part, right, is the important part that we're talking about today, right? Is that because when you look at this system, because it involves laser applications and also gantry, and your payload is what? For horizontal is 45 kg, so there's some mass to it, and there's a z-axis, right? So we just want to know if there's any of a safety aspect have you considered for this system over here.
Yes, performance level E is required in order to have this system working properly within the machine set that is applied. Yes.
Okay. And also to control the motor in the situation of emergency, like what kind of protocols you need to, let's say, stop the motor from working, because we have STO, SS1. Yeah, and also we brought in our safety experts in today also.
So then you know all the answers. You have
Okay, in terms of as a safety expert, I would like to check. Have you like gone through on about the safety protocol that is included in the machine and define the safety level for the machine already in your design?
Yeah, sure. We have all that.
Yeah, and okay, may I ask this machine? Does it frequently come with the have the contact with the operator, or the machine is fully enclosed and the operator seldom has a chance to access into the hazard area of the machine?
No, in general, this is a subset within a machine that is enclosed according to our safety requirements.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. When you come out with the safety level, does it come out from your team, or you cooperate with? Is it come out from the know-how of your team, or is it you just based on our document to select out the safety?
How was the assessment done? When you were
Yeah.
referring to?
How was the assessment done? Yes.
We use external software in order to get to the result for the assessment. Yes.
How-
But you guys, like I did the work with making the whole gantry. I used your software tools, and I asked you to visibility check if that is okay. And
Yep.
you're just doubting if I did my work correctly.
Oh no, sorry. We are not doubting you did your work already, but because in terms of safety, in the end you will be. If anything happened to your machine, basically you will be the one that help accountability, and we want to make sure that because it's also your first time using our electrical drives. Previously you just bought the pneumatic from us, so we want to make sure that you have the. You have the know-how of how to use our vessel products, and then we are not doubting your words. What my application engineer is going to do is just to make sure that the feasibility check, everything is fine. And since you are confident in your the safety requirement, you have your safety requirement like PRD, everything. We noted on that. We'll go back and do a study on this, and then we'll give you a reply as soon as possible.
Okay, so when can I receive the results out of the feasibility check?
One clarification, right, Paul? The feasibility check, which exact aspect you're talking about? Are you talking about the system performance, or
I
anything?
just want to make sure that whatever the calculation I make, that it meets the requirements.
The requirements means the performance, like the cycle time and the payload that is able to take.
Of course, that's part one, and that we also there meet category E.
Okay.
Performance level.
That's the part that we would like to understand a little bit, right?
Yeah, because when you mentioned about the safety category E, right? Yeah. What kind of the safety function you use in here? Was it like STO or SBC or S1 so far?
I need to check the report, but in general, what I would want is a gantry which is according to what I did with performance level E. And then I would assume, if I talk to other suppliers, usually they make me an offer. And now I thought give Festo a try. But until now, I only get more questions back than that I get results.
Okay, so maybe a bit, okay, in terms of safety, right, apart coming out the performance level E, we also need to know about how the safety function is done on your machine, or is done from your design. Yeah. Okay, we actually have the know-how of how our safety function will be triggered in our drive, but whether how to use it will be heavily depend on your team, your design, because at the end, this function will be triggered on your machine, and how you use it will will decide the outcome. So if possible, right, we hope that maybe we can work together with your team to identify what is the safety function that is actually needed in this application. But what we can do is we just let you know how our safety function is triggered, but we cannot help you to select it because it's actually not the vessel's call. So in this case, if you can identify the safety function by your know-how, then it will be good. If not, then I think in this case we need to have like a third-party company which is with experience, which is the safety consultant in this case to help us identify this.
But you were the safety expert, right?
Yes, as a safety expert.
What's then your expertise?
Okay. My expertise is to have the know-how about the vessel's internal safety, the vessel safety product, and how to implement it. But whether decide which level, right, is actually not in vessel scope.
No, but I said level E.
Yep. Paul, here's the thing. We understand that you're using performance level E, right? And we understand there's certain safety, let's say sub-function that we want to achieve, but we weren't quite sure which exact function in our drives that you would like to use. And there's a point where we need to get into a little bit of details.
So you're again doubting my capability, my know-how.
No, we're not doubting about the PLE evaluation. PLE evaluation.
Okay,
Yeah,
PLE,
yeah.
done. Yeah, so tomorrow you will get that visibility result done, and then we can, I would expect, can you then also make the quotation for tomorrow?
I think we still need to know what is the sub-function that you would like to use, because for PLE, safety function PLE is the performance level, but in terms of what are the safety sub-function, whether for example like it's a STO or SVC, we still need to verify with this. Like my colleague has mentioned just now, we couldn't have we could show you some example of like what has been done previously for similar machines, but we cannot decide this safety function for you, and this is normally done by a third-party safety consultant expert. Yeah.
Okay. So how do we move forward?
We will send you some feasibility check based on your sizing reports, and we'll also show you some functionalities of what our drives can offer that would fulfill your safety level E requirement. But yeah, I don't think we can talk about details today. So
what do you need from me?
what we need is to know exactly what is the safety sub-function that the safety level E would perform. Meaning, let's say if you hit an E-stop now, right? Like what exactly is going to happen to the gantry?
Okay.
Yeah, would it come to gradually stop, or would it perform SS1? Those are the exact questions that we need to know to achieve safety level E.
Okay. I will then take care that you get that.
Okay.
If I would send that this afternoon, do I then still tomorrow have the results on my visibility test?
Yes.
And a quotation?
Maybe another day.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your visit.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
It was not easy for you. I have one question to everybody. What type of customer was I in the disk model? Was I a D, an I, an S, or a C?
What is the disk?
Okay, so a D is a dominant person, and a dominant person likes short answers and it likes to be more dominant than the other one. An I is what I play with you guys. I'm your friend and we are talking about everything. An S, it cannot take decisions on its own. He needs a team to decide. They're a typical one. And a C is a person who's very much about the details.
The third one.
You're what? You're an A, asshole.
Wow. I put this on record, yeah.
Don't say anymore.
It's recorded.
He's your customer.
So I was in typical C. When he asked me about, tell me about the machine, I was telling all kinds of details that have no value to the visit whatsoever. And afterwards, they had no more questions to me with regards to the application, and it had no value, nothing. They didn't find anything with regards to safety or whatever. If a C gets the feeling he doesn't get C answers back, so very detailed answers back, he starts to become very dominant. Which in the end of the talk, I was feeling like you guys didn't hear me.
There was always some hint.
I want details. Okay, besides that, any feedback with their approach slash what did they do good?
I think they got me at the end.
So what?
I think they got me at the end. But I won't be hypocritical when I say this, but I think it wasn't direct enough. I mean, that was the mistake. I think you just got to get straight to the point rather than get it.
Yeah.
Because then you've gone down a long pathway when you could have asked some of those, like the questions right at the beginning and just got that right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to fill the whole meeting up. You don't necessarily go to a customer and have to fill a half an hour visit. You could do it if 5 minutes is sufficient, well then it's sufficient.
Yeah. Fair.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. I agree. What was going well? What did they?
I think they are doing well is they don't in the visits they ask the customer explain about their applications. So we want to hear about from the customers, okay, without any assuming of these applications. This is good. And also they try to understand how the customer get the part number out, right, and get the compliments. Customer is using a Vesto tools, EMS tools to do the sizing, right? And this is also understand from the customers, right? Once they do the sizings, we can double check the customer sizing whether they use it perfectly and fit to these applications, right? That's why customer are willing to share the applications to application engineers, right? This is also good. But I do see there is a probing skill come to these safety topics because they keep asking, STO, SPC, all this, right? And at the end, customer there, I did the PLE, safety level E, but they also continue asking, you need the STO, all this. Seems like what we learn up is we haven't get the answer from the customer about the STO, SBC, all this, and they keep questioning the customer, what kind of safety do you need? Whereby the customer already give answer, talk about the PLE. So whether, I'm not sure whether we are able to propose a solution to the customer about this PLE level, or we need to probe further. Like for example, the PL calculations, the validations, the risk assessments. I don't know whether we should ask further from the customer so that we understand the customer of the whole systems. Right? Customer also tell about the full system is enclosed, whereby they are using the laser applications, right? They have enclosed the whole machines. But whether we should go further to the customer on detail of the safety, maybe some safety design, all this. This I'm not sure. I also want to learn from you all.
Yeah, but there was a clear sentence inside that the additional information to provide manual operation with open protection. So in this case, it's clear implication, it means safety, so it won't come there out. Yeah. So finally, of course, at the end you find a connection to your guide because you want to do that direct. You give it the direct questions. In this case, with a clear why you need this one. So you find every time excuses. Yeah. So because I see you are really get in the devoted position. Yeah. Because
sales.
yeah. This is the sales guy. Of course, have to get into good relation. Yeah. This of course. I see this to this point too. We said, of course, you every time say well, the sub functions, only some of them, but you never tell them what it is. Yeah, so in this case, I'm not sure if you know or you don't know. I had the feeling you don't know what he really needs behind them, but you don't want to say. But he was very detailed. I believe if you come more with a direct question, questions of them what they need in the functionality of a vertical axis, maybe how it is if the power down is, you have the laser head, you get there because you described this. So in this position, I want to go there more direct. So in this case, of course, tell them then what Festo will not do. This was so far was okay, yeah, but it was not helpful to find the target in this part. Yeah.
And I think when I was asking that question about the sub function, it was a bit too late because I can tell Paul was really a little bit pissed at the time because it was not the first time. It was after the time that he said, "Are you questioning me now already?" It was a little bit too late to ask those kind of questions.
I think I shared the same question as one, right? In which limit that we have to leave it to customer and which one that we can offer. Like for example, customer already said that I need PLE, right? Can we justify that PLE is already defined and now we can suggest, or with this kind of application, we can suggest SS1 or whatever it is because customer doesn't know that what is it about, what is
clear answer no. This, as of course you can have use a chance to guide them what possible is from the function, but you can never and you should never do a decision or do a recommendation what you really need. This is consultancy, and the problem is, think about my accountability of consultancy. You will be responsible for it. If this is wrong, if you are not really knowing what the system is doing and you are wrong, because you have never seen the risk assessment, yeah? But then you are responsible for it. This we don't want to be. Yeah? It's not our target. So you can guide them and can tell them what functions there are possible there, and you're going the right way. But you want to see the risk assessment, and of course this is not the point. It's helpful if you can give us this one. Yeah, you can get a friendly inquiry. Could you give us the risk assessment? And you can say no. Yeah, then maybe you do not ask or you don't want to give. Okay, but then you need the information what sub functions they need. And you need to discuss. This is the point you will launch, right? So of course you need this information. This was fine, and this was the target.
And Ram, a question, right, is in the situation just now, because it was more of a personal situation already, right? So I was actually thinking to go back and send Paul a list of what is our safety function and like ask him if anything fits his risk assessment. Is that approach okay?
With a C, yes, because he loves to have details.
Yeah.
And also because on the spot you're not giving me anything, right? At the same time you are a little bit unhappy with like, how we are questioning you, right? So that's why I decided to send some information later and see if anything fits. I just want to know if that.
Of course, in the fit for change. Does anyone else get a fit for change training of you?
I think the sales here.
Yeah. So you know
Not this.
I never done it for change.
There were some
So
trainings.
Fit for Change 3 is the personalities.
Yeah.
There you learn how to handle with
But the
these.
thing is, if this is fit for change, this is train the trainer, and we potentially going to give training to other people.
Yeah, so
how does that work?
Well, first of all, this role-playing game is about, of course, the safety thing, right? What I choose to do is put also 3 personalities in. That has nothing to do with the training.
Okay.
You want, in the end, you're not going to be, let's say you're doing this training in Australia. Huh? You're going to select of your participants also the customer to be one of your participants. Let them play. And it's about the safety topics that come out. That I added a character or type of customer. It's not. You need to just play this game try to get them to do something wrong.
Yeah.
So when you brief the customer, sorry, when you brief the customer guy from your team who's going to play the customer, you need to of course say, hey, listen, try to that they do some consulting or you know.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So in this case, don't be angry about this one. This is all our plan. He wants to do it this way. Yeah, he wants to do it this way. And of course, we want to challenge you. In this case, we want to have in this situation because this is a real situation at the end. If you go outside, and you can't come in this situation. This is why we want to show it to all of you. how to handle this one. Of course, it's not a clear guideline how to handle the different personalities. This is one of my questions. If you get the fit for change training, yeah, there is fit for change training. I do it. I believe last year I gave the training in this direction too, to analyze the opposite guy, and then of course some guidelines how to handle. And so this was probably because he was a C type. In this case, if you came there with more information, maybe it could be very helpful. Say, okay, we can send you a list with all functions we can offer in this case. Yeah, then you can make a decision for them what you need. I believe it could be very helpful. He was interested on this part. But of course, these are special ones for how to.
It's no direct, you cannot say this works on every customer, you know, and that's, we now take three examples, but of course when you play, your participants will play the game, local language, that also helps, because not making it easy.
But in general you do well, because you don't get in the trap, yeah? So almost every time a point, yeah? You every time have focus, you had a focus in this part. Of course sometimes you get scared, oh, that's okay. Yeah, but you have to get in the focus because it was clear what you want to have. You want to have the PLE level, or the PL level, sorry, didn't get, yeah? But the missing information of what really give to you why the reason is not the point, yeah? But so of course there could be some strategy, but this is not for here today. For me it was clear, so of course you clearly was clear what you want to know, and I believe this was right, was fine, yeah? Yeah? And of course this challenge and fun for us must be inside. Okay?
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.